The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoffs, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Here's the pressure. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pocket breaking down. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume.
Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because the speed on defense.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the role.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Oh, he's got a chance. Gets the first himself. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front 7 even get a finger on that guy.
And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He's in there. 2-point conversion is good and pushes the lead to 5. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Davey, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to...
Reels it in on the outside. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
A strike downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Looking for a man. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. After settling for 3 on that first drive, you want to give the other side a big momentum boost, a big confidence builder. Kick another one. It's 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And add another one to the tally. This guy leads the nation in sacks. The nation. He's the best pass rusher. Getting to quarterbacks, making life really, really hard. That's 2 on the day. Let's see how many he gets today.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this one is perfect. That slices the lead to 2. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. This quarterback part of their running game. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
We got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for a first down.
The Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Sends it back in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's a break. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Calls his own number. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Texas A&M going up tempo. He'll try to do it himself. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Gets the back moving. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Williams will pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Dances away. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they turn it into a defensive score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point extends the lead to 16.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Williams looking for a man. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry up. Might be changing the route. To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the move. Turning it on. He's at the 20. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the shotgun, the inside give. Past the sticks, and he may get more. That's It's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
And the Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. A run for the quarterback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they really just count the numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Bringing the heat. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
The Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And off from the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Bray. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Just enough time to get off one. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He's into the end zone, and they'll put 2 more on the board just before halftime. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Nunez. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Williams will pass. Going for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty.
6 remain. Here we go.
Got room to work. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. A really nice job of executing it.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You're down, obviously, at the half. You got a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They'll send the back in motion. Making side adjustments here. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And as he throws, he's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M offense is back on the field. That lead is now 10, down to a two-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. Off-play action on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack.
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
3 wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8.
Decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They want to run this quarterback. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. Texas A&M looking to convert on 4th here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too.
There he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Got the big tight end on the corner route. Stopped just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Williams looking for a man. A shot toward the end zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, USC!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put got this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good.
He's got it on the left. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Second down coming up. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Rushes on him. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes a connection. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Grabbed behind the line, it's Miller. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Hawkins. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got him downfield. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. He's got it again. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Texas A&M going quickly.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
And the Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The short hands, it's Wilson. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. On first down from the 13-yard line. They'll go with a direct snap. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Back to pass on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Now adjusting. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Offense changing the play. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Matthews. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got his man. Big play, takes him into bust territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. From the 47-yard line on first and 10. Williams will pass. There he goes, breaking the pocket. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball just have to make that catch.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Pulls it in. It's Nunez. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
Just keep slinging it. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun. Forced out of the pocket. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Oh, he's got some space. Talk about a timely run. Gets the 1st down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Caught in the backfield, it's Morrow. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
44, USC, 34.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end as they will concede defeat. Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head